Hey guys.
I'm Ellie.
I'm Patty.
We are
El Efecto Podcast.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the last episode.
Hope you enjoyed listening to
yeah.
us.
It was a different vibe, but I heard it myself and I'm like, it felt good.
No, it literally felt like we were on FaceTime.
Yeah,
and honestly, it was easier for me to pay attention while I was working.
Yeah, because
and like listening to
back.
it. Yeah. Because typically I watch it. I don't listen to it. I just watch it while I work. But I always like catch myself like looking, because even though when we edit it, you still see things that you're like, oh, I didn't realize that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the last episode.
I was telling you guys everything that happened. It was fun, like just talking through and reliving it. And I was like catching up with a few friends. They're like, dude, what the hell happened? I'm like,
dude,
yeah, I know. It was
let me
crazy.
see your forehead. A little
it's
bit.
getting a little better.
I can still see
I'm like,
it.
we'll do a little zoom in. You can still see it. I swear. I'm like, look, it's okay. We could do a little zoom in, but I still have to put makeup over it.
Yeah.
So where when I don't have makeup, it's like not bad. But I keep putting shout out to I can never say the word. La Roche Posay.
La
Roche Posay. Shout out to them because I'm using
Never mind.
that cream. Oh God, what were you gonna say? Let me not even ask.
Sorry, I'm off that Red Bull right now and I'm wired.
I'm just starting good because we need that energy.
Because I literally, I was so tired today.
Sorry, I need a little more.
So tired. And I told Melly, I was like, bitch, I was like, can we stop to get coffee or like an energy drink or something before we record? Because I was like, I'm ready to KO.
And I was so glad she said that because I was literally in the couch, like falling asleep. I was like, dude, yes, please. I need that too.
I literally,
I
was like, I'm basically ready. So I literally laid down and I was like, no, I need to. I had I had to stand up.
Yeah.
I didn't sit. From the moment I sent that text, I was standing up. I was just like putting things away, walking around, like
that's it. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then can we talk about? I know we talked about it briefly last episode, but the World Cup, guys.
For me, it's over. Unfortunately,
like. Unfortunately, Mexico is out. And you know what? Like, I'm still, like, we were talking about this, like, my dad and, like, all of us, the day that they lost, like, my tío, we were watching it as a family, but my tío was like, ánimo, like, we came so long. And, like, it's true, like, one, they did so good. Like, they did, like, perform very well. Like, there were some games that got lucky, but it's, like, to get to where they are now, especially being at home, like everything, the environment that they've built, like, and we talked about it, like we were a host city, they were a host city, but that, like, el ambiente in Mexico, insane.
And we had a conversation like offline, and I was like, that for me was like the most beautiful part because the World Cup, that's what it's all about. Like it's bringing people together, and especially during this time in our current country, just like there's such a divide, especially with our people, Latinos, and because we are in Los Angeles, predominantly they say like they generalize us as all Mexicanos, even though there's so many of us here in LA. But I just love how like the perception of us was one thing, but looking at these watch parties online, looking in Mexico and seeing other countries when they had the Korea games and they were throwing everyone, quiere volar.
Yes.
Like the perception versus the reality. I just love that, like, it's at beautiful. Least some people were able to see, like, okay, like they truly are good people. Like it's not what this country's trying to paint us to be.
Yes. And like to Patty's point, it was so beautiful seeing, and like you know, like she was saying, like we're so generalized, but when you see it, everyone was representing their country, their flag with so much pride, and seeing that diversity was so insane. But you're still coming together to celebrate, like, you know, watch that and then root for one another. Honestly, like you still see a lot of that. And then I had seen like the quiere volar, like a Korean guy was like, no quiero volar,
and he drew it.
That was like the funniest thing ever. I loved it.
It was just so fun, and honestly, like, being in a host city, like, and it's so funny because I saw on TikTok people were saying like, oh, like the World Cup truly showed us that we do have the energy to go out during the week.
I saw that.
Because I'm not a bitch to go out during the week. But best believe Mexico was playing.
Like,
bitch, I was at a watch party.
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
I might have taken some time off, work from home, but
Like,
I made sure. I made sure.
And it's true. Like, this only happens, like, it's, every 4 years. Like, and we're only getting older. It doesn't mean we're not going to enjoy it in the future.
Yeah.
But this was just different. And then to what you were saying, like, just that it just showed a different side of how, our culture is. Like, all of the teams coming out saying how respected they felt and loved by the Mexican community, by the Mexican government. Honestly, it did a lot to just even help like Iran and like all of the stuff that they faced here within the U.S. and just going like Tijuana. Like there's so much.
That in itself is so ridiculous. I still can't believe that was even a thing.
It's crazy. And like, dude, it's the World Cup and FIFA and all of this. You had so much time to like, you knew this was going to happen, prepare.
Like, they definitely had time to be like, actually, you know what? We're not going to do it here.
Yeah.
We'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. But it's, like, I love seeing that. And, like, even just, like, broadcasters and I guess, like, just sports, like, I guess it's broadcasters, right? Isn't it? Oh, God.
No, you're fine. But when you said that, I'm like, before I forget, when you said broadcasters, when you said broadcasters, I know I'm not the only one who saw these videos.
Oh, God.
Where broadcasters are at, like, the aftermath of watch parties. And they're like, over to you, da da da. And then they're like, about to start talking, and then boom, and they have all the phone.
Yes, or like people coming in and taking
and
over
they're like,
the
quiere
mic.
volar.
But yeah, so even like broadcasters like that do the sports and stuff all over England and across the U.S. How they were saying, just put me in the Azteca, like that's what I want to experience. They're like the fans, the vibes, the Mexican people again, and like going back to like the Iran statements, but like even coming from the Japan team, like everyone, like it was just, I loved it so much, like, and everyone, I love seeing that.
Even after the game against England, like they interviewed some fans outside the stadium, and the güerito that was like talking, he was like, I love Mexico. He was like, being here, witnessing this, like, it's sad that like they're now eliminated, but like I have felt nothing but love here, the energy here, and we for sure are the Silvertooth cousins.
Yeah.
We for sure are the desmadre. We are the vibe. We are the birthday bitch.
That is literally
we are the birthday.
I mean, y'all saw it. Like after the game, like usually it was crowded there and everything. It was a little dead.
The fact immediately they took the barricades off El Angel. They knew they're like,
that's it. We're done.
It's just not gonna hit the same.
Yeah. It's not. But yeah, like I mean, obviously it's still going on. The finals at this point, I'm just like, whatever, just give that shit to Messi, please. But because that's just how I feel right now. But like, yeah, like honestly, London at this point, I'm like, okay, London, you're doing your thing. Like Ben and him, I'm like, I don't know if that's how you say his name. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see who takes it. I just really hope it's not Argentina.
Yeah. I stopped watching.
Yeah.
After Mexico.
I did watch yesterday.
It was on.
Yeah. No,
earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I wanted to see Halal.
Oh yeah. One other thing about that last Mexico game, we went to go watch it we were in Downey because we were like, oh, that's where the Esmadre is, let's go, blah, blah, blah. So we went to Mambo. And it was like...
Sorry, I came to my head. David with the Nacho Libre.
Interphoto here.
That was so funny.
Such a vibe. But we went... we were going to go to Ola, but it was full. So then we went like 2 doors down, and it was called Mambo. It was like this smaller bar. But they had tamborazo. Bitch, we were like sardines up in that bitch. Yeah. But best believe we're like dancing. Tas. But the thing that like broke my heart was, at the end when we were like, okay, we lost. Like, I saw a couple, like a señor and a señora, like the señor was literally like red eyes, like crying. And that like broke me. I was already sad. I was like, fuck, like, no.
I couldn't help it. I
teared up. I didn't cry. I was like, bitch, my makeup. I was like, I cannot. No, because I was like, I know we're not going home right after. Yeah. So I'm like, bitch, But I had tear with my bandera. I was like, but seeing him, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, no. And like honestly, I had like a similar moment at one point because I looked up and I watched it with family. So my tío and my dad were like on the side. And like I this year, I think it was like end of last year, I had gotten emotional at one point because my tío Javier is like getting older. And then so when I looked up and I saw that, and then they were both like almost like crying, I was like, oh my God, like here we go. I was like, in 4 years, like thinking about that, like for the next game, like you just never know. So literally, no, I'm sorry. Like I'm like, and I don't want to put that out there, but you never know. So Alexa and I looked at each other, we're like, oh, like it was crazy. But
Primero Dios, they will be here.
yeah, no, but like it's like so many. There's just so many emotions and different the older people, and just again getting this far in the milestones, and there was a lot of hope. Like we really, I really thought,
bitch, ECC. No, I was like, we're going all the way.
Yeah.
When we won the first game, I was like, we're winning this shit. Like we have to. And then, bitch, when Ochoa came out, at the end and like said this video. Bitch, when I saw that video, I broke. I was bawling. I was like,
and there's so many, like you have Ochoa, that was Raul Jimenez for sure. Like he's not gonna be coming back. Like it's a lot of these like players, like just crazy. But and then overall, like you got Neymar, obviously like Cristiano, which is for all of those fans. But there are so many players that it's like that we grew up with, and I was like, oh my God, like a lot of these.
It's so wild that like they're not gonna be playing anymore.
But on the note of course, we have the World Cup. And then for all the girlies, and I guess the guys too.
Yeah, the period. Love Island. No, but I love that God. Literally it would be like the game and then immediately Love Island. Or like I would see videos
Dude, you guys were such a mood after the game with the Love Island. Oh my God, we have to insert that clip too. I was like, oh, period, mood.
After that last game, we went to go eat our feelings. We almost lost someone. Cut that out. Go! The Red Bull hit.
Okay.
So we went. So afterwards we needed to go eat something because we hadn't eaten, bitch. We had ordered fries and like nachos. I have this video where Ranch was like eating, and she's this tiny thing, but we were just nonstop drinking. They ordered stuff because 3 girls didn't eat, and the rest of us had been like munching on things. So they're like, you guys need to eat because ya se les estaba subiendo. Yeah. And I'm over here watching whatever, and I'm like recording things. And then she has a nacho chip in her hand, and she just goes, and I'm like, I was like, oh, okay, bitch, fuck. But anyways, we went to Stinking Crawfish, and everyone's like, we need to go watch Love Island. So I asked, can we put it on the TV? But there was a family with like little kids. They're like, it's just not family friendly right now. We're like, okay, no worries. So someone puts it on their phone, and we're fucking grubbing watching it.
Yeah. But yeah, so have you guys been catching up, or are you guys watching? Because I'm not gonna lie. For me, this season was a slow burner. It took me some time.
Bitch, it is.
Yeah, like it took me like some time. I just like I couldn't. One at the beginning, I couldn't get into it, and then I always knew there was a lot of episodes, but like I didn't realize how many episodes there is.
So as someone, because when did you start watching Love Island?
A few years ago, but I think the first.
But did you start with season 6? Was that your first season?
Well, I started with the UK.
Okay.
And then I started with I think it was like really into it with like Stelly. I don't know what season that was. Stelly and
5, I think.
Around there.
5. Okay. So you've been watching it. So I literally started watching it last year because I feel like last year's US was all over TikTok.
Yeah.
Because season 6 blew up. Yeah, it was blowing up, but then afterwards it became this even bigger thing. And because of that, production, everyone that got on it, it's a different energy. And it was even more on TikTok. Mm-hmm. So I didn't watch any of it, but I was constantly getting things on my feed, and I had so many questions. And I'm like, I'm just going to fucking watch it because I need to know what the fuck is happening. Yeah. And then I got sucked in, but I literally started watching it like the 33rd or 34th episode. So then I had to catch up, watch that, and then I watched season 6. And to your point of it being like a slow burner, I felt the same thing. I'm like, where are all the challenges?
Yeah.
Where are the dates? And also, I feel like in the other seasons, more things happen in one episode versus in these seasons. It'll be like breakfast, they get ready, they're hanging out, and then they do like a chat is gonna start, and then it's commercial, and then they continue the chat, another commercial, and then it's like one thing, one major event happens.
Yeah.
Whereas before, I feel like so much would happen.
Yeah, it's like you have like the days, even a challenge within an episode. Now you have to wait like a whole episode is dedicated to a challenge. Like I started seeing some stuff.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I get that. But overall, what do you think of like the couples?
So, okay, so to Patty's point, at the beginning, I was just like, I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this cast. It just was not hitting for me. And then TikTok also, it took me, I was like, I would go on TikTok and I would see like there's people doing watch parties to like certain places, so I would see that. And then I'll start seeing clips, and it started by seeing clips of at first it was like with Trinity, and then oh my god, I forgot her guy's name.
Bryce.
Trinity and Bryce, and then I started seeing a lot of Casey and Amaya. And then like a little Anaya.
Amaya was papaya.
Well, yeah. So I started seeing that, and I was like, okay, like not okay. Let me just see. As soon as I started seeing a lot of the stuff with like Melanie, and then we have Corp, I was like, wait, hold on. So then I started like watching in a little bit, and I was like, okay. And then what I did like, I'm like, okay, well now they actually have like some Latinos in this like season.
Yeah.
And like that's like one thing that hasn't like really been done. I feel like you'll have them here and there, but it wasn't really focused. I'm like, oh shit, like this season, the bombshells, a lot of the ones that were coming in and out, you saw a lot of that.
Or just people in color, period.
Yes.
For me, that to me, that was what I loved. I loved that there were very few white people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the majority, like there's still white people,
Yeah.
but the majority, people of color.
Yep.
The core four, women of color.
Yes. And then
Kata's half white, but still she's a black woman.
Yeah. So like literally that's what like got me back into it too. And then guys, once I started seeing like all of it, I actually started watching, I was like, oh fuck. I was like back into it. But like seeing one, because at first I was very confused because again I wasn't watching from the beginning, so I was like, what is going on with like Casey and this like fuck, I keep saying Anaya. Anaya. I was like, what is going on here? And then when I saw like with Melanie, and then I started seeing like videos of like her in the past and like how she was like modeling, and then like all of these other things about like her mental health, and like because she has like the tattoo.
When I saw the tattoo bitch, I was like, oh
yeah, no, but
I was like, pobrecita.
I'm like, guys, it's still like insane to me, and like I'll watch like here and there, but I'm just like seeing these like, I don't know, like I was just a little bit triggered seeing like these girls going like through what they were going through. And then once I saw the way that Peacock did it with freaking Casa, I was like, oh my, like showing that's when I was like, oh my god, I need to watch.
I loved it. That was so smart because they know in the past, see, production was getting smarter. They knew that in the past, the girls always hold back, and this is like overall because we're more like, we don't want to hurt people's feelings, and they're like, I want to be respectful. Babe, a man is always going to pick himself. But I love that. And like, they watched everything. Yeah. They went to bed, and then they brought the guys in because they were like, we need the girls to like soak it in so that they know, bitch, they just left and they're already popping their pussy.
Done. Yeah. And like even immediately, like all of the disrespectful shit that they were saying about them, like them being grandmas, and like we have like the call, whatever, like all of those little comments. I'm like,
that was also weird when he was like, these are college girls. I was like, bruh, like.
Yeah, like it just showed a lot, but no, it made me like just I was getting so irritated. I would be like texting like the group chat with like one of my friends, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening right now? And then honestly, guys, the Sincere and Melanie stuff, this is what was like getting to me and like pissing me off. And I was just like, girl, like just the way that he was acting. And one, I can't stand to like look at him.
Yeah,
I cannot. I'm like, he grosses me out. But like when
I want to pull his hair.
Yes, and like just see. Oh,
when I saw his dad, I was like, thank God you're gonna get that hairline. But then I realized it's his stepdad. I was like, fuck.
I know. I literally. It took
I was like, oh, your karma's coming, bitch.
But yeah, so. Once I started seeing that, and then how I think in the way like how the girls were accepting the treatment that he was like doing just because like they were friends, and like hyping her up, and like I feel like for a while when I was seeing like things on TikTok, they were making Melanie seem out to be this crazy girl who like all of this stuff, and I'm like, dude. And then afterwards, it's like, girl, you were not crazy. Look
Yeah.
at, you know. So yeah,
It's hard because we don't see everything.
Yeah.
And also, like, these people are it's literally like the best thing to study if you're in school right now, like studying sociology, because everyone is just stripped
Yeah.
of everything. You are basically in a fish tank
Yeah.
without anything. So it is very hard to see. And I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
like, I get you have a connection, but baby, like,
what are you doing?
it's the respect. It's not there. And the thing is, her gut, I know for a fact, she knows. Her gut fucking knows that man ain't shit. When during family day, when her mom and sister came, I was like,
Yep.
because bitch, best believe if that was you in there, I'd be like, bitch,
what
I'd
are
be
you
like,
doing?
let me pull this bitch's hair, not you, sincere. Be like, get the fuck out of here.
No, and then the quote that's going around all over TikTok about what her mom, dude.
I started crying.
Was like, oh my God. And also movie night. Like I felt I was almost like my stomach was on the my stomach was on the floor for her. Like I just felt so bad. One, because again, like we don't know what she's been through, like all of that, but just seeing her, I was like, that like broke me for her.
When she started shaking, I was like, oh, and the crazy thing is that she was shaking, and that's when you notice the tattoo, and we're like, fuck. But my thing is like, Sincere's, he does have a dick in his head, because the fact, what did he say? He was like, I don't know why she thinks I'm a liar. Like, I tell the truth, I just don't tell the whole truth. You are dumb.
Like,
you are DOM. Like, if you know, you know.
Yeah, and like even just like seeing the playbacks of like literally how he would go from what's her name?
Soul?
Yes, how he would go from her to then Melanie, and it was like in the same days, like cuts.
Yeah.
The fact that freaking Corbin and Casey looked at him like with fucking shame, like, oh, that's bad. When they look at you like that, like.
So Corbin, actually, I just saw it when we were on our way here. He, like, in an interview, I don't know if it was After Sun or what, but he said that the reason that him and Parmita threw a vote towards them to, like, be the least compatible is because Parmita was like, this is fucked up. Like, she does not deserve that. And he's like, we're your friends, bro, and you lied to us.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you think that makes us feel?
Yeah, and then that's when he was saying that. Like, he's like, I need to have trust with the people, like, my friends or whatever. So, I remember in that moment, I was like, oh, my God. Like, I love that he stood up for him. And then I did see a lot of, like, the clips of, like, Melanie and Corbin. I was like, wait, maybe? But then I was like, okay, no, Melissa, that's just the clips getting to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's not good either. But,
yeah, but honestly, I'm glad that he was like,
yeah.
Nah, bro, like, you fucked up. And this is why it's so important to not have yes men.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that Anaya's mom came in and was like, you need to stop playing in your girl's face. Because that was literally pissing me off. And then the clips were getting to me, because it's like, oh, remember, like, Anaya stood behind Sincere's door the first night, but he chose Melanie. So now I was like, girl, are you plotting?
Yeah.
But the thing is, because she was this is what happens. You cannot be a people pleaser when people are like, I want to be neutral. Bitch, you have to pick a side.
Yeah. And then
you have to.
In those moments when like Melanie was hyping her up, like when everything was not hyping her up, like,
but like
just
being there for her.
Like when everything was happening with Casey and she was like telling her, I'm me talking about, I'm like, oh, because, and then, yeah, like I was like, oh my God. And then you're seeing like the next day, or I think it was the next day, when he made her fucking breakfast and like put the roses and like everything. And they're like, oh my God. And Melanie, you can already tell she was like starting. Oh my God, that pissed me off.
It's just sad, because I'm like, the bar is really so low for men.
Yeah.
It's very low. I'm like I wanted her to be like Serena and throw that shit in his face.
And it's like, what's happening? But then again, you have your girls like behind you, like hyping you up. And like in that moment, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, it was that easy? Like after everything that you just saw, like you saw it. Like,
yeah. There's moments where I'm like, okay, I also understand that, like, I have to keep telling myself, I'm like, a lot of these people are still so young. They don't have a full frontal lobe. They're not around like their friends, family, like people that they actually trust and like what they say. At the end of the day, they're gonna do whatever they want. And also, they have to learn one way or another. They have to learn. And like, babe, you're gonna have this experience. Do I think they're gonna survive outside? No at all. At all. Fuck. And then we don't know. Do you want to know who won right now?
Oh my God.
Should we find out right now?
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. What do you think the winners are?
I really hope. I really think it's gonna be like Trinity.
Island USA 2026 are
Period. They were the last two. I think it's them. Oh.
Yeah.
We knew it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
I'm
Aww.
glad. I'm glad.
Okay.
We need to watch the episode when we get home, but like,
yeah. We know who the winners
period.
are.
Love that.
No, I love that. But yeah, so hopefully if you guys had been watching, well, now we know who the winners are, guys.
I know. And part of me, I'm like, oh, I need to find another show because that was consuming like my life for a bit. And again, like, it's sad because it is like real people's lives, but like, I'm so curious more so how everything's gonna happen after the fact, because
I did see, I don't know what her name is, but for oh my god, what did you say was it's the show
After Sun?
Yes. After Sun with Sierra, and I forgot the other girl, but I really like, she started going in and defending Melanie in a way where she's like, I don't like all of the brands that are, okay. I really like what she said, because it's like, I mean, we've seen past seasons of Love Island. We know that after that, like, their lives are going to completely change. Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to come out. They're going to get their phones back. We know, like, I remember what happened, like, a previous season with, like, Leah and them. And So, you know, there's a lot. I feel like Melanie's going to come out. She's going to see everything. And then all of these brands, like, wanting to do marketing around like all of her situation and stuff, and she was like, don't do that, you can't make her feel ashamed for herself. And it just reminded me what you just said right now. It's like they're so young, and that's why she's like, she has to learn on her own. And what I did like about Melanie when she was talking to oh my god, I can't think of his name right now. Sincere. When Melanie was talking to Sincere about like her decisions, she's like, look, even if I look like a fool or a dumbass, like again, it's like, I'm gonna go with it because I don't like thinking of the what ifs. I'm like, at the end of the day, I was like, all right, she's standing for herself. But no, it reminded me of like all the brand deals and stuff. And I saw that with the girl, and I was like, dude, because that is scary. You're gonna come out of there, you never know. And like, given the history, like, it's like, and it's crazy.
Yeah. And also there's just been a lot of hate because there's like I think it's more specifically with Anaya. I don't know if there was also things of Trinity. People were being very disgusting. Yeah. Very, very disgusting and fucking disrespectful. Like, making edits of them and shit. Like, think of the worst case. Yeah. And I'm like, that is so fucked. I hope that they, like, because I heard one of them say in an interview, like, before they go into the villa, they meet with, like, I don't know if it's a psychologist or what. So I'm hoping they do something like that after, or they, like, prep them. Yeah. I don't know if they will, or hopefully at least them, because it's just, like, disgusting.
Yeah. No, and then guys, on top of that, I know last like episode we had to cut it a little bit of short because I was telling you guys about everything that happened
and your
with my Greece trip, my chinchon, and then we were talking about, of course, Patty and the Te Salud, and then like everything. But guys, remember, Patty started off with saying she was living multiple lives, so there's a lot of updates here.
Like, I was just out and about, like it was non-stop. So one of the first things, I think it was like the first week that that first week you left, I, like that Friday or that Saturday, I had, so one of my friends from Soul Cycle, she started her own business, like she, like event planning. It's Mia Atelier. We'll put her Instagram information here, but like, she is such a vibe, her aesthetic, her vision, and her execution. Like, she also has like a background in this. Like, she's done this before, but now she's kind of like venturing off. So it was like a 2-part thing. So like it was the first weekend of June, because it was also First Friday weekend. So she had like a morning event where it was like Pilates, and she had vendors. We got swag bags, super, super cute. And then literally from there, went home, showered, and then David and I went to her like launch party. Again, super cute. And it's also like her birthday week, so it was really fun. But make sure to follow her on Instagram, hire her. Like, her stuff is super, super cute. She's a mom, small business, woman-owned. Go support her. And literally from there, we were there for a few hours. We went home, got ready, and then we went to I Love Micheladas.
Oh.
I honestly, it happened. It was already been over a month, bitch. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I just know we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I would say like the biggest change when Melly was gone, guys. Soul Cycle Manhattan Beach closed.
That's so crazy.
And I mentioned this briefly on the last episode, but like, guys, Soul Cycle Manhattan Beach, if you guys have been listening or following us for a while, like, you know.
Since the beginning of the
I fucking love Soul Cycle. Like, and the first class I ever took was with Melly and one of our friends, summer of 2016. We took a crispy class, and our homegirl had to walk out during weights. I remember that. I was like, bitch, are you good? She's like, I couldn't be in there anymore. But it was just so full circle that, like, our first class was with Chris P. And then, like, whenever I would go randomly since then, I would only take his class until, like, 4-ish years ago. Then I started taking other instructors, and I literally just, like, blossomed there. Like, I made so many, like, TikToks about this, but one thing that I've previously said was that the, like, college grad that walked in that studio, not the same girl that is, like, that took that last fucking class, because I would never forget when we took a class together and you were like, who the fuck are you? You were like, who is this bitch?
It was crazy, guys. Like, no, I am not. Yeah, like one thing, and I think we talked about it here before, but like every time, and I didn't go too often, but every time I walked into that studio, seeing that connection and those relationships and like just how everyone, like Patty would walk into the room and it was like a whole, like she just brightened everyone's day. Like it was so crazy.
I was Soul Cycle Manhattan
no,
Beach, bitch.
literally, I swear, like it's so crazy. I remember seeing that. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit. Like it was just so beautiful to see. And then seeing her on the bike, like if you know that too. Like it's like this bitch is on that shit, like routine, everything, like and like nonstop, and it was like constant. I would always see that. I'm like, oh my god, like that's so fucking cool. Like, and so I know, like when I saw like I think it was like, remember?
Yeah, because and the thing is, I didn't say anything because again, I was like, she made it finally to her trip.
Yeah.
But when I got the news, I was like, ain't no fucking
that was insane.
way. I was like, there's no way. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, no. Like, we have to fix this. Like, who do we need to talk to, bitch? Because like, what the fuck? Talk to them. Because, it was just so sad. But it literally happened quick. It was like in 2 weeks, this studio is closing.
That's crazy.
So, it literally was very morbid when we would go. Mm-hmm. Like, it was very, very sad because it was as if we were all grieving. Mm-hmm. Like, those last 2 weeks, I was putting my body through so much stress because I was like, I need to ride as much as I can to like soak up every last minute of this place, like take on my instructors, ride with my people, my community, because even though now they combined Soul Cycle Manhattan Beach and the Soul Cycle Santa Monica studio, they are now inside the Equinox in Santa Monica off of 2nd Street. Mm-hmm. So FYI, if you guys want to go try it out, or if you currently have an Equinox membership, you could just take a class.
Period.
And it's like part of your membership.
Yeah.
So check it out. But it was just so sad. And for me, I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, that's my happy place. I was like, that's... Like, if I had nothing to do, if I was overwhelmed, I'm like, I'm just going to book a class. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it was so close, it was just so convenient to, like, I could just drop in. Like, there would be times where I wouldn't even book. Yeah. And then I'll be like, okay, if I make it, I'm just going to drop in. Yeah, yeah. And I would come, and also because I had made those relationships, I was cool with the front desk, I would call and be like, I'm on my way, and they're like, we got you. Like, what bike do you want? Or we'll put you on the bike you like, blah, blah, blah. All the people, the instructors. And I think the biggest thing for me was, oh my God, I want to cry. Oh, I was like, this is where I grieved my brother. Yeah. I was like, fuck. Yeah. I was like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah. No, and there's one that, like, that was, like, to Patty's point, it's like, Soul Cycle, let me just put it this way. A lot of you guys are not going to understand it, I feel like, in a way where it's, like, again, the community. And, like, what Patty just said, it's, like, she's gone through so much being in that studio. Like, literally, blood, tears, sweat, everything. And I'm saying blood in a way because it's like, no, like if you don't, like when you write in there, like I'm like, I've even gone through some emotional things in that room. And then that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that. I was like, fuck, this is what helped. Like one, like not, and I'm not saying help, but it's like, this is where Patty, literally her safe place, where she grieved her brother, and not even her brother, so many other like things that had happened within, things that we've gone through within our family, our uncle as well. There's a lot of like different things. Oh my God. But
thank God that was empty.
I know. But yeah, it's so crazy. I was like, because it was really a space like that where it felt like, you have your family or whatnot. And I know that was something very special for many of you and many that went to Soul Cycle Manhattan Beach. And that's one thing that I noticed. I was like, oh my God, because of course I saw Patty's stuff, but I wasn't just Patty's. I saw so many people that I know post all of these things. And I'm like, fuck, that really shows you this is far more than just you going and doing a workout class. It's it's not that. And then it's you won't understand it unless you were there.
Yeah. And also that was my social hour because during, again, as someone who outside of the World Cup, during the week, I don't go out.
Yeah.
But because I was writing so consistently, 2 to 3 times during the week, that was my social hour outside of work. Yes, for work, I have to be social, but it's just that, I have to be on. When I went to Soul Cycle, my biggest thing is I showed up as my authentic self and I was accepted.
Yeah. Yep.
And, I just think about, all the birthdays, the happy hours, the beach days,
Everything.
the nights out, the so drunken nights out, the tea, everything. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. And even friends that I'm close to now, I think about Rafa, yep. Our worlds would not have, our paths would not have crossed. I would not have gotten so close to his sister, his wife, that whole family. Yeah. The fact that I was turning up with them for the World Cup, I'd be walking into that house I'm damn near part of the bloodline. One thing that I have been doing, if I can't go to Soul Cycle, I started Hot 8 yoga. Bitch, that shit is hot.
I know,
that shit is hot as fuck.
Patty told me, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be hot.
It's over 100 degrees in there. It's 109 or 110. Yeah. But bitch, that hot sculpt. I've taken 3 instructors so far. One instructor I'm really vibing with, his music, very intense, JJ. And then I took this other instructor the day before 4th of July. She's just a sub. But she's Latina. She just played reggaeton, Bad Bunny, and I was like,
this is what
I need this girl on the schedule because that was so good. But that shit's hard, and that shit will humble the fuck out of you because, I could one of the days I was like, I'm about to have a panic attack because it was so hot, but I was like, I can't leave because I don't want to get lightheaded.
Yeah, no, I could already imagine. I was like, if I thought TFR was hot, I could imagine that.
No, yeah, this is more, but I think you would like it. I think we should take a class.
No, okay, we need. Yeah, I'm like, I'll
for the content.
I'm like, oh my God,
I don't think we could record.
What
but
do we take the mic?
If we're, bitch, my mic would blow
hear
up.
Me say fuck.
Oh, there's so many times where I'm like, puta madre. I'm cussing to myself.
Patty, I'm gonna pass out.
No. No, and then they tell you go at your own pace, but if you feel like you can't do it, you're supposed to lie down. Bitch, I take 4 of the towels that have the oil, the essential oil, and I'm like.
No.
I'm breathing into it like a fucking paper bag.
Yeah. No, I did not too long ago. I had done an Orange Theory class, so I feel and it was also heated. Oh my God, I had to. There was a moment I was like, I need to step outside. But then I stepped outside and came back inside, and I was like, I shouldn't have stepped outside. Yeah, it made it worse.
But honestly, it's really good because it increases your heart rate as if you're doing cardio. Mm-hmm. And also, one thing I've noticed is, if I'm at the gym and I'm doing a plank or something, I feel it way sooner versus when I'm in the heat. I don't know if it's because my muscles are looser,
relaxed.
Yeah, but I can go longer in the heated room, as long as I focus on my breathing. And one thing that does help me is chewing gum. So I'm always fucking chewing gum in there because I'm I need.
Choked. I would have been yeah, ese me hubiera pasado. There's no way. But yeah, we're cutting it close. But yeah, guys, so we just wanted to like fill you guys in on that a little bit because I know the last one we were just catching up on everything else, and there's so much that has been happening, and that being like a big thing about like, you know, I know it's changed a lot of your routine.
Yeah, it's
And,
been really hard to like find a routine. And guys, like I feel like my life currently like is all over the place and very stressful. And I'm like, of course, it feels as if my life is falling apart right now. And I'm like, of course, I don't have Soul Cycle. Like it's there, but it's just like it's like it's not as attainable or convenient as it was before. But I will say I have gotten a couple signs in the last couple weeks where I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path.
Yep.
Like, I literally had a mental breakdown with Melly, and then I had a mental breakdown with one of my other friends. And, bitch, it was that day.
Yeah.
I literally broke down with you.
Yep.
And then a couple hours later, my phone went off.
Yep.
The next day, we had that conversation. And then Tuesday, I was like, bitch. Yep. And then I had another mental breakdown.
And then
at another coffee shop on Thursday with her. And then Friday was good.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, lock in. And again, it's just like these signs that keep coming up.
Yeah.
So, no. And I know you had like made a video of that, but it's like, again, I feel like we say this all the time, but it's like, guys, just whatever you're doing for yourself, whatnot, keep doing, keep going. Like, it's like, shit's hard. It's hard. It's always going to be hard. But
and also, life's too I saw another video. It's like, life's too short. At the end of the day, we're all going to die.
Yep.
Like, that's the fact.
That's like one thing that will never change.
Yeah, ever. So they're like, shoot your shot, start that business, post the content.
Everything.
Go, like, travel, go do this, go do that. Do whatever the fuck you want. Because if you're not happy at the end of the day, like, you only really have yourself to blame for that. Yeah. Because that's that.
Period. And on that note,
ya nos vamos.
Yeah, and then on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.